I am ready when you are. Don't mind me, I'm just organizing.
Naturally.
Yes.
Yeah. Dice Goblin, Note Taker.
Dice Goblin with the cover.
What was that?
Luber.
Mover.
Yeah, you're standing up.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Let's get started.
I am Thomas Luter, and the character that I'm playing right now is an automaton named Worky. With role-playing and Dungeons & Dragons in general, I have embodied the mantra of, make strong character choices. They don't have to be good character choices, just make strong character choices. So Worky is an automaton, so they are a robot. They were made to be a workplace assistant robot, and shortly after their activation, their creation, they're sentient robots. Shortly after their birth of sentience, their creator went missing, and so now it's their personal quest, I guess, to find their missing creator and solve that mystery. So I had the wizard idea that I pulled in. I wanted to play a robot of some kind. I wanted to play like a porcelain clockwork robot. I'm thinking, okay, a clockwork robot that can use spells and stuff like that. I was looking for there's a third piece that I want to add to here too, and there was another idea on my list that was a detective or a detective's assistant looking for the lead detective, like a trial by fire kind of. Worky kind of trying to figure out okay, I was made for this purpose, but does this purpose define me? Does this purpose define who I am? Because this kind of mirrors some personal real life struggles and thoughts that I've been going through. So I put a lot of that into Worky in a way to kind of, explore my feelings in real life as well. So Worky is not one-dimensional, and I think that's the point of the personal story. They were made for one purpose, but the nature of the story shows that they are multifaceted and multidimensional and don't have to be bound by that one purpose. There's a lot of mystery in Elderville, and just every session we have, it's okay, cool, we're going to solve these 3 mysteries this session, and then 5 more get piled on top of that. We're okay, we have to reconsider a little bit.
What are your biggest questions about the campaign right now?
So there's a lot. The first one on my mind is that there was a lightning strike that formed a rib cage pattern over the town. That seemed to come out of nowhere and just it doesn't yet connect to anything else that we've discovered. So I'm very curious why that happened. There was also a sabotage that could be linked to it. There is a pocket dimension asylum that we have explored quite a bit, and I'm beginning to get an understanding of how it functions, but there's still a lot that we don't know about it. There were casts and molds of human body parts in there that we have yet to figure out why. There seem to be multiple realities or parallel dimensions that each session it feels like we explore 1 or 2 layers deeper. Very curious why that is and where those lead. There's a lot of theories of things where I feel like I have a good guess as to some things, but there are still some huge mysteries that are lying around. It's been hinted at that there are entities kind of more powerful than gods or older than gods that are shaping and influencing the world in some way. And it seems like we, the party of adventurers, have kind of been chosen by some of them to investigate or champion something. So these are a lot of questions that I've got going right now. And then, that's the overarching campaign. And then personal questions that I or Worky has is, where is my creator? Why were they kidnapped or disappeared? I've been tasked with acquiring a book that seems to be a ransom to pay to get my creator back. Why that book? This book seems to tie into these entities older than the gods. It all seems like it's coming together, but there's a lot of connections that we haven't made yet, and a lot of interesting individuals to help us make those connections.
And is there anything final that you'd like to add?
Just that D&D and role-playing in general has allowed me to explore a lot about myself and has taught me a lot about myself and has brought me a lot of joy and happiness in being able to just escape the real world and forget about real world stuff and just play a big dumb bugbear or something. So it's a good hobby. I really like it.